This is exactly how you want to approach math on the MCAT. We're going to solve for the number of millimoles of 178 micrograms of a substance that has a molar mass of 210 grams per mole. First, let's write out the math operation that we'll have to do, which is 178 micrograms divided by 210 grams per mole. Step 1 to this process is get everything into their standard units. So instead of micrograms, we want to just get it into grams. And when you do this, do not move the decimal point. Instead, use scientific notation. So do 178 times 10 to the negative 6 grams divided by 210 grams per mole. Once you've done this, you want to use a combination of rounding and moving the decimal point to turn these numbers into two numbers that fit really well with mental math. And just try out different numbers in your head and see what sticks. And I see two numbers that I think would work really well together. If we round 178 to 180, and then we can move this decimal point here and change that into 18, now we just need to adjust our 10 to the negative 6 to be 10 to the negative 5. So that's the same number as 180 times 10 to the negative 6. And then we'll round 210 to 200 and then move that decimal point 2 to the left. So we end up with 2 times 10 to the 2. Now you just need to know your rule for dividing the scientific notation numbers. First, just divide 18 by 2. That gives us 9. And then you divide 10 to the negative 5 by 10 to the 2. And to do that, you just subtract the second number from the first. So we get negative 5 minus 2 equals negative 7. So then our final number is 10 to the negative 7. So we end up with 9 times 10 to the negative 7. Remember that we converted everything to standard units, so our answer is in moles, which is exactly what we intended to do. And now at the very end, we're going to convert that to millimoles. And it's much easier to do this conversion at the end than it would be to do it at the beginning or even sometime in the middle of your calculations. To convert our answer to millimoles, we just write 9 times 10 to the negative 7 times 1 times 10 to the 3 millimoles per mole. And then use your same rules for scientific notation. So we multiply the 9 and the 1, and then we multiply the 10 to the negative 7 times 10 to the 3. And whenever you're multiplying, you add those exponents. So we end up with 9 times 10 to the negative 4 millimole.